Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. Hi, folks. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Getting the nod on the mound, Max Meyer. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look off, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Kyle Schwarber leading things off and takes a strike. That one ripped left field. And in one hops the wall.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now here is Harper. Another solid power season. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Here's Harper, the count 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Edge of the zone, call the strike. Full count now. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still two challenges left for them. First and second, no outs. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Tough spot right here. Couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. On the ground, could be two. Lopez tossed to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. JT Realmuto steps in.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Nope, that's the way.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Now a pop-up on the infield. Norby. And there's two away. Take a look at the lineup. A key piece, of course, a guy with a ton of pop. Kyle Schwarber.
He's near the top of the league in RBIs, and he's become a guy that they can count on to come through in big spots, and he has not disappointed. Man, pretty impressive. Top 5 in RBI in the National League.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Fouls away the first offering.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. This is Marlins baseball on The Show, Florida. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Xavier Edwards leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball 1.
There's a strike. Good job to fight that one off. One, 2 now. Left field. And there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate. But when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
Jacob Marcy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
0-1 now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. The 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Brings it in, and that is that. We played an inning, no score.
We were born to survive, can't change the time. We ain't taking the dive, yeah, we staying alive. You can roll with us, we don't know where we going.
Back here in Miami, and now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
Yes.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Here we go, Max.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. First
That's out the
pitch
corner.
just misses. Garcia in his 7th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Cuba. The 1-0. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Dylan Moore.
Huh.
No score here in the 2nd. That's in there. 0-2 now. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Whoa.
Here's a 1-2. Got him. And there's 2 away. Blew him away with a fastball after starting the at-bat with a bunch of breaking balls, Singy.
Yeah, that was a nice setup, Boog. Didn't offer him anything straight to look at on the first 3 pitches, so when they ran that fastball up there, clearly his timing wasn't there, and I doubt that's what he was looking to protect against with 2 strikes.
Here's the center fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Well,
De La Cruz with 4 runs batted in his last game.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
Marcy under it, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norton.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy.
Now pitching for
Alex McFarland, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. got him. One away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
The 0-1. A little roller up along first. And it goes just foul.
Ball.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Got a little anxious on that changeup right there, and tells you he's ready to hit a fastball. If he can let that thing get deeper as he recognizes it out of the hand, tell you what, he could be circling the bases.
Next pitch just misses. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. On the ground, right side. Harper takes it to the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Here's the catcher, Heriberto Hernandez, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll take a jog around the bases. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 down. Now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ball.
Next pitch is inside. And the count is 3-1. That one lifted to left. Moore under this one. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks like a rocket launch.
Yeah, pitchers know what's coming. If they miss their spot, they're going to be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes Bryce Harper. Up the middle, Lopez. Over to first. One pitch and one out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Trey Turner now. He's one of the best players in the game.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
One down, Phillies down a run.
No,
I know the
that's
slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
JT Realmuto on deck for the Phils. And the 3-1. Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
This one in the air right field. Konai try to get to it. Makes the grab.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT.
Here comes Realmuto. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Sliced hard but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Phillies strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Liam Hicks. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Line drive. And there's one away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. And the 0-2 stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
So digging in, Xavier Edwards popped out to left his first time. In the air, left field, fair ball. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
So up next, Jacob Marcy struck out swinging his first time. McFarland checks over to first, and he's back. That one fouled off.
Runner, yes.
Runner on the go, in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
Man at second. Fastball for a strike.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. Marlins lead one, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Miami, so far he's picking up right where he left off coming into this one, Siggy. Whatever he's eating lately, don't change a thing.
Well, a really impressive outing so far, and he told us pregame about the importance of getting off to a good start against this lineup, doing it again today. He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
In for a strike, 3-1. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one upstairs, ball one. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The count 2-1. That's a little bit low.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
On a line out towards center. He's got it.
Up next for Philadelphia, The right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
One out man at first. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Man at first, one away. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He makes the grab.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, number 25, Dylan.
Now the left fielder, Dylan Moore. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Sosa off of first with 2 away. On the ground, right side to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Just missed. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Zach McCambley, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Kirkering getting cranked up as well. And another ball.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a 2-1 on the way. Now one missed. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Next for the Marlins, third baseman, number 1,
Connor Norton getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. That one missing inside. Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Out to short, Turner. Good feed, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So digging in, Griffin Conant. Grounded out his first time up.
Bowling.
And the 1-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
So up next, Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Marlins.
First and second, 2 outs. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. Fastball for a strike at 95. Two on, 2 outs, and it's 1-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Here's a 2-1. High fly ball, right field. Garcia should have this one. And that's the inning. Marlins strand a pair, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Miami, ready now for the 5th inning. Brian De La Cruz stands in for the Phillies. Meyer back to work.
You know, these Phils finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
This one in the air, right field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's one down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. The Fish leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here comes Bryce Harper. And first offering is fouled off. Harper, the former Rookie of the Year, 33 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Here we go, Max.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Let's go, Max.
In the air to left center. Stowers moving under this one. And that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Marlins 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Zach McCambley.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Stepping in, Liam Hicks. 0 for 1 so far.
Number 34, Liam Hicks.
Up.
Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Otto Lopez digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hit on the ground to the right side. Harper steps on the bag. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. Edwards was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Oh.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that All-Star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the All-Star game, so he should appreciate this.
And that gets down for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Marlins,
Jacob Marcy will hit next.
Marcy.
And that one wrapped foul. Oh, 1 down. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Edwards leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball, low.
One, 2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Line drive to short and caught. 1 left for Miami, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
your heart away. Lost in the maze you made, yeah. My eyes are a mile away. Little black.
So digging in, Trey Turner.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Here's JT Realmuto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ground ball right side. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. And he can't make the play. Still fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive.
Ball,
you
inside.
never know what might come next as a result.
Boom. The next to hit takes ball 1.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Boom. Wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Sliced hard but foul. The Phillies with the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Now he breaks his bat, and that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on The Show, Florida. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kerkering.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
The left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
That one at triple digits.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Norby having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. He's one of the best players in baseball at driving in runs, Chris. His RBI totals this season rank him in the top 10. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Fouled off left side. And a 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Konai in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. Off the mark there, and now it's even 1-1.
That's the ball.
Popped in the air, left field. Turner has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They lead it 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia.
Ball.
There's a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And that drops in for a strike. Garcia wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Looking to get the tying run on base. Tapped softly on the ground, and foul ball. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Way high. Dylan Moore next to bat for Philadelphia. Swings and misses, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Max Meyer won't go any further tonight. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for the
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Andrew Nardi.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the left fielder, Dylan Moore. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And now the center fielder, Brian De La Cruz. The Marlins holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Late on that fastball. Activity in the bullpen. Cade Gibson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fauché, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Way inside. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail here 1-0.
Leading up.
So up next, Heriberto Hernandez. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
In the summer when they're burning, don't run out the leaves. Look at be staying or keeping the healthy machine. That's how
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, number 5.
At the plate, Christopher Morel. That one ripped, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins.
Oh.
Man at second.
That's a ball.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Fought off foul. Two. And a ground ball to first. Harper takes it himself. That's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Orion Kirkering is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tanner Banks.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. In the air to left center. De La Cruz turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the inning. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 1 and the Phillies nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We're at the top of the 8th, and Kyle Schwarber will come up at the dish. Top 5 in RBIs, and he's not slowing down, Singy. Basically part of the grounds crew the way he clears the bases.
Yeah, he's got that clutch gene, and apparently it comes with a very generous RBI bonus.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Harper now. That's smacked on a line to center. And this one could be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Golden opportunity right here.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring. You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he...
This one in the air right field. Makes the grab on the run. Runners tagging from second and third. To the plate. Save! It's 1-1.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Nardi out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Calvin Fauché gets the call from the pen.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
So the sac fly ties the game. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's just foul. Two on, one out. Strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Line drive, base hit. Harper scores. It's an RBI single. They laid it in the eighth. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 in this one. Look out! And it hit him.
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder.
So bases all loaded up. Adolis Garcia now at the plate. 1 for 3. Fouls away the first offering.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball one. So they're all loaded up. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Adolis Garcia blasts one out. His 150th career homer. His 9th homer of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1. Siggy, that's his 150th career home run.
Man, Boog, 150 trips around the bases. That's a lot. Congrats to him. I tell you what, that's a lot of trotting.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Calvin Fauché done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Marlins,
Number
Cade
58.
Gibson. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Dylan Moore, the next to hit. There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. The throw in. Save.
Safe. He's good.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
One out, runner at second. Brian De La Cruz stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. On the ground, and it goes just foul. The big 6 spot already on the board this inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty.
Oh, 2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Moore, the runner at second with 1 away.
Ball 2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Rolled over to third. Norby. Throw to first in time.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Back to the top of the order now. And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Oh.
Man on second, 2 down. Pitch misses outside. And that's ball 2. Just off the inside edge.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Man at second. Next pitch in for a strike. They're down 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So Harper stands in. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. That one at the knees for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two on, two outs. Oh, right to the backstop. And two in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. Got him swinging for the K. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Marlins 1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Here's the 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And at first, down the number 2 hitter, Jacob Marcy.
Ball. That's a ball.
And that drops in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
This to third, fair ball. Off balance feet, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Kyle.
One out man at first. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Oh, one. No, that's a ball.
And a big swing and a miss. The Phils leading by 5 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground out to short. Turner with the throw to first. 2 down. Now at the plate, Connor Norby. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Nope, that's inside.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's
Out
out.
on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Mantengo mi enfoque, no uso relojes, mi tiempo no tiene valor. Me voy para la cima, arriba mis rimas son mi ascensor. Metimos la sangre, metí mi sudor. Tengo calor.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Bender.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Trey Turner.
For Philadelphia, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
No, that's a ball. Ball. Strike. Whoa.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
That's 4. Take your base.
Lead-off walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Real Muto stands in now and watches strike one. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Ryan Gusto appears to be getting loose. Bacher also throwing. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Whoa.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-0.
Ball.
And
That's
another
the ball.
ball. Turner leads off first with one away. Clips the corner. Strike one. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Up
Here's the
next for
third
Philadelphia,
baseman,
the
Alec
third
Bohm.
baseman, Alec Bohm.
That one outside, and that's ball one. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the ninth. Foul ball. Hard hit, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. Safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. He's already homered in this game. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. That's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 on, 1 out. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher, but no advance from the runners. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, number 25, Dylan Moore.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Anthony Bender gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Blake
Marlins,
Bacher takes
number
over on the mound.
84.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Digging in, Dylan Moore. 1 for 4 with a double.
Whoa.
Man on second, 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. Strike 2.
Whoa.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Philadelphia on top. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jose Alvarado. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Leading off for the
Leading
Marlins,
off, Griffin
the
Conine.
Number 18, Griffin Conine.
Tap foul at the plate. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2.
That's the ball. Ball two.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 2-2. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Up the middle, nice grab. Jumps, throws, on the money, nice play.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, number 5, Christopher Morel.
So it's their last chance in this one. Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is fouled back. The Fish down to their final strike. To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Someone called a paramedic, I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'ma regret it when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used